So I've been posting a little bit about the updates on trends and new features that are coming out for YouTube or on YouTube in 2024. And I saw an article in YouTube Studio yesterday and I wanted to share it with you. So going ahead, let me go and share that. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. All right, there I am, little person right there. Hi. Okay, so if you don't know me, I'm Alexandra, and I am a visibility strategist, and I mainly focus on YouTube growth and monetization, as well as other types of branding and visibility on social media. I want you to not only grow your channel, but also get monetized both through the YouTube monetization program and other ways to get monetized. So I thought this was really interesting and I wanted to share with you all. And we're going to read it together. So this was from the CEO of YouTube, the 4 big bets for 2024 from Neal Mohan. He's the CEO of YouTube. And all right, so some of these are not surprising. I've actually covered some of them, and some of them were interesting. Like I could see that they were happening or in process, and it's good to see that they are happening. So since the very first upload, YouTube has opened up a new way to tell stories. And I clicked on that very first upload, and it is a video from 18 years ago. So I was telling people that I thought YouTube was 20 years old, and I was not off. I wasn't sure the exact date, but I'd been on YouTube. I think I started my YouTube account in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And I just used it as a hobbyist. I wasn't serious about it. And it wasn't until I took it seriously that I really started to grow and grow quickly on my channels and continuing to grow and finding new and more better ways to grow. So ever since then, suddenly anyone with a story could find an audience. And they did just that. People filmed in their kitchens, their bedrooms, and even their backyards. Along the way, they built communities that stretch across the globe. YouTube took this creativity one step further by making a big bet. We decided to share revenue with creators, which was Alexandra's take, an amazing addition. And they were pretty much the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first social media platform to pay their creators through ads. And they were doing it far before Instagram started doing having a pool for its creators. So did Facebook. So did TikTok. But they were doing it. They've been sharing ad revenue for a while. So yay, YouTube. Since then, the growth of the creator economy has been incredible. More people created content on YouTube last year than ever before. And we've hit a new milestone. Today, more than 3 million channels are in the YouTube Partner Program, which gives creators ways to earn money on YouTube. YPP has paid out more than any other creator monetization platform, and we paid over $70 billion to creators, artists, and media companies over the last 3 years. Now, I don't see it here. A little small caveat to that is that, maybe not a caveat, but just an aside. YouTube last year opened up the partner program to a lower threshold for entry. And so if I had to guess, that might be one of the reasons why there are more channels that are in the partner program than before. Now, generative AI is driving another evolution that raises critical questions about how we express creativity. As we move forward, we'll continue to embrace partnership. We'll develop entirely new ways of empowering creative expression, managing rights, and driving revenue for our partners. We're at a key moment in history, and I'm excited about what lies ahead. Today, I'm sharing how we're thinking about these changes, how we're thinking about these changes, my vision for 2024, and 4 big bets we're making across YouTube. So this is the CEO of YouTube writing this article, not, a VP of monetization or a VP of a product or whatever. So this is great. Number 1, AI, which we kind of all have been seeing it really taking off over the last year. So not a surprise that this is their number 1. AI will empower human creativity. I've spent my career at the intersection of tech and creativity, and I recognize both the potential and the questions we face with generative AI. The good news is that YouTube has spent years tackling complex content challenges, from monetization to rights management to protecting our community. So it doesn't say it here, but yeah, if you are using copyrighted content, you're not going to get monetized. And then there's rights management, which I think also goes back to copyright. And then protecting our community, a lot of that has to do with scams, right? So, like the person who recreated through AI Mr. Beast with some fake scam, and people actually bought it. And that was using his likeness and his voice, which is crazy what can be done. We're approaching advances in AI with the same mission that launched YouTube years ago. We want to help everyone create. AI should empower human creativity, not replace it. And everyone should have access to AI tools that will push the boundaries of creative expression. We recently announced new AI experiments that demonstrate this drive to innovate. Dream Screen, that's something that's been in beta, is scaling creativity by giving anyone the ability to make AI generated backgrounds for YouTube shorts. It lets you create anything you can imagine by just typing in an idea, like a popcorn volcano or a disco forest. Just a quick note on that. That is something that I probably won't be using. I don't like a lot of those. I mean, I do like the different faces, like when I'm on TikTok, right? And I guess if I had to guess, that's something that they're using as a competitor to the different filters on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. And so I don't know. I'm not sure that that's going to make is that going to make content better? It might make more people use YouTube Shorts as an alternative to the other platforms I just mentioned, but I'm not sure how creators, like I don't know if serious creators are going to be using that as much. But I don't know. We'll see. It's new, right? And it's a trend. And through our music AI incubator, we're hearing feedback from artists about the ways AI can supercharge their creative process. Last year, we shared Dream Track, one of the first experiments as we explore the possibilities of AI in music in collaboration with partners across the industry. See how it's going so far. Let's click here and see how it's going so far. All right. So I think that's our buddy. Okay, so there's 15. This is our buddy Pete Monsingo. He's not really my buddy. I'm just saying that because I follow him and I really like him as a creator. He's great. Actually, I said little people at the beginning because I'm little on the screen, and he actually talks about his family who are all little people. Okay, so we'll circle back on that and take a look-see later. Okay, so we're leveling the playing field and developing AI tools that empower everyone. Our commitment to democratizing access to AI builds on the ways we're enabling everyone to share fun videos right from their phones with shorts. The next generation of storytellers has the power to create in the palm of their hands. Shorts is an easy way for everyone to get started, and AI innovation will make it possible for even more people to create. I mean, and it does make sense because more people are able, I mean, like you take a video and then you're able to upload that as a short instead of having to edit a long form video might take longer, maybe don't have the tools. So yeah, I can see where it makes it a lot easier. So many people are on TikTok and of course Instagram, Snapchat, and before that, remember Vine? Really, really short videos were on those platforms. Okay, I love seeing how people use shorts to participate in cultural moments. Shorts is averaging over 70 billion daily views, and the number of channels uploading shorts has grown 50% year over year. Now, to be fair, shorts just launched a couple of years ago, so I hope it should be growing. And we'll see what the how it continues to grow. At some point, it'll probably get to like full capacity, as much as maybe even surpass long form videos, although I doubt it. Because what's cool about YouTube is that it's a much better way to experience like educational content, right? Instead of just watching it on a little screen on your phone. So yeah, I do still think that educational content, people are going to still be using their long form for that type of content, the stuff that people are searching for. This year, we'll continue to ensure AI is in service of creativity through our work with creative industries in the rollout of AI-powered features and as we unlock opportunities while building out appropriate protections. Awesome. So shorts are averaging 70 billion daily views, and the number of channels uploading shorts has grown 50% year over year. Number two, creators should be recognized as next generation studios. Over the years, creators have built a name for themselves. They're entertaining people around the world, making us laugh and bringing us together. They're also doing something even bigger. They're redefining the future of the entertainment industry with top-notch storytelling that can't be dismissed as simply user-generated content. It's not just the entertainment industry that's taking note. World leaders are also tapping into the wide reach of creators. And he talks about, I'm not sure if he's going to talk about education, but I just said it right now. People are going to YouTube to search for information and, educational content. So it's not just entertainment. Last fall, at the APEC Economic Leaders Week in San Francisco, government officials like the Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs and the U.S. Secretary of Commerce sat down with creators, including Toby Hendy, Leah Hu, and Humphrey Yang, to connect with their audiences. I had the opportunity to watch some of these conversations in person. It's great to see leaders understand the value of creators. It says here there are over 3 million channels in the YouTube Partner Program. Okay. Creators are truly entrepreneurs, and we're helping them diversify the ways they make money on YouTube. We're investing in ways creators earn money while helping viewers shop for products. And viewers are directly supporting their favorite creators through fan funding features like channel memberships. So remember I mentioned a bit ago that the YPP program has a lower tier of entrance now. Well, in that lower tier, they can't get ads on their videos. However, they can open up shop like merchandise sales on their platform. They can also have memberships, and what was the third? And they can get super stickers and super chats if they do a live video, for example. So yeah, there's more ways for them to start earning income while they're building their channel to the point where they can be fully monetized in the partner program. The number of creators using memberships increased more than 50% last year, and creators are seeing the impact of fan funding. Like Nare is Consulting, who leaned into memberships to draw more viewers to her career development content. So that's really cool because I know myself and a lot of my clients who are service providers can use the memberships as a way, like kind of like a stepping stone, maybe like having a what do you call it? Like a subscription to their content, and then allow them to be a stepping stone to get, to get more services like coaching, consulting, other types of services, independent contractor services, gigs, right? So that could be a really good way to kind of get them into, being having a deeper experience working with you, and then being able to hire you out for services, right? And it says here, and Emily D. Baker, whose membership earnings grew more than 50% last year, the majority of Emily's YouTube revenue now comes from memberships. Very cool. We're also working behind the scenes to support creators through programs like the Creator Collective, which brings creators together to share experiences, build community, and collaborate. We launched a pilot of this program last year in 8 countries, and we've heard helpful feedback from creators. So I have not tried that yet because I guess it's still in pilot program, but it'd be interesting to see what happens with that Creator Collective. This year will help policymakers and partners across the industry see the economic and entertainment value that creators bring to the table. Being a creator is a full-time job with an international audience, but most governments don't account for creators in their labor data. We believe creators should be recognized for their work, and creators at the top of their game should be acknowledged in key industry forums. I mean, just like the gig economy for many years, that wasn't really seen as real income until it became a real income and a real substantial part of the labor force. All right, so number 3, YouTube's next frontier is the living room and subscriptions. When I started at YouTube, people thought about content from major studios and content from creators as entirely different. But today, that stark divide is gone. Viewers want everything in one place, from a live sports game to the BBC to Khan Academy and Nikki tutorials. And they're watching YouTube the way we used to sit down together for traditional TV shows, on the biggest screen in the home with friends and family. So there is this move to have YouTube TV, right? So watching from TV. Now, I have a TV, but I don't use my TV. Basically, everything I watch right from my laptop. Only when I get together with friends or family do I actually use my TV to watch anything. So like the actual screen of the TV. So it's interesting that I guess that more people want to watch from their smart TVs, right? Their numbers are impressive. Viewers globally now watch more than 1 billion hours on average of YouTube content on their TVs every day. According to Nielsen's report on streaming in the US, YouTube was a leader in streaming watch time for the past 11 months. That's really interesting, guys. So, this is definitely a cool trend. So, YouTube was a leader in streaming watch time for the past 11 months. So, very, very interesting. Maybe that might be partially because they've been growing and there's a lot of other competition in streaming platforms. And so maybe, I don't know, I'd have to actually, let's just take a look. I just clicked on this. So out of all the ones listed, 8.5% went to YouTube, 7.7% went to Netflix, 3.3 to Prime, 2.6 to Hulu, 1.9 to Disney, 1.4 to Tubi, 1.3 to Peacock, 1.2 to Max, 1% to Roku, and then 5.2% went to other streaming platforms. So yeah, that definitely makes sense that there was more competition in the streaming platforms. And that's fascinating that YouTube now is the leader. Wow. Okay, cool. I, for one, do not have YouTube streaming, but maybe I will. Maybe this is. I mean, I'm basically on YouTube all the time anyway, and I do have a streaming. Of course, I have several streaming platforms I am subscribed to. Would be interesting. Why not? Let's see. Creators are thinking about how to optimize their content for the living room, and it's easy to see why. It's where their audience is watching. In the last 3 years, the number of top creators that received the majority of their watch time on the big screen increased more than 400%. Like creators Miss Rachel and Cypher PK, whose living room watch time doubled in the second half of last year. And it might not be what you'd expect, but people like watching shorts on their TVs. Interesting. We're bringing everything viewers love about YouTube to the living room experience, and that includes sports. We just wrapped our first season of NFL Sunday Ticket, and it really shows the future of YouTube. We're bringing all of the content people want to see, like commentary from creators such as Destroying and Kelsey Brothers' New Heights podcasts. We're also seeing growing consumer interest in our subscription services. We're excited to announce that we have more than 8 million subscribers to YouTube TV. And we passed 100 million music and premium subscribers, including trials. Music subscriptions help us deliver on our goal to be the best place for artists to connect with fans, from insider access to Coachella to shorts challenges with New Jeans, Dua Lipa, Tate McRae, and more. This year, we'll continue to deliver a best-in-class experience for subscriptions and YouTube in the living room. Very interesting. So that's very interesting. So YouTube was the top for the streaming platforms, and it would be real. And that I imagine that's probably going to continue to increase as more people subscribe, right? Because YouTube already has, what is it, like 2 billion people watch on there, or at least 1.5 billion, 1.6 billion users. So you just get a small percentage of that. And the other streaming platforms basically need to get those clients, right? YouTube already has the audience. They already have the clients. They're just upselling or selling another service to them. So that is super interesting. Okay, number 4, protecting the creator economy is foundational. As we work across all these priorities, our number one commitment is to responsibly protect the YouTube community. Our business as a streaming service relies not just on engagement, but on giving viewers and advertisers confidence that they can count on us to deliver high quality content. Protecting the creator economy is foundational to everything we do, and it's good for business. It's important that we create a healthy online experience for kids. As I watch my own kids use technology at home, I'm reminded how many families come to YouTube every day to help their kids with everything from homework to tutorials for new hairstyles. Our youth products reach more than 100 million active viewers every month, and we're supporting the growth of kids and teens thoughtfully and in coordination with parenting and mental health experts. One thing that's really interesting, if you're a new creator or you're not yet a creator on YouTube, you have to identify whether your content is made for kids. So it's not whether or not it's okay, like it's family friendly. That's not what it's asking. It's asking if your content is specifically made for children to watch. Like if it is for kids, right? So as an example, Sesame Street is made for kids. Meanwhile, I don't know, the first thing I thought of was Full House. The show Full House is not specifically made for kids, but kids can watch it. So that's the difference there, right? Sesame Street is not made for adults. Full House is not made for kids. And so you have to identify. When you identify that it's for kids, there are safety precautions, like you're not like they don't have comments enabled, which is kind of interesting, and some other things that protect kids. Okay. Another way we uphold our responsibility is connecting people with high quality information. This is more important than ever as elections take place across the globe. More than 50 countries will hold elections this year. We're ensuring that when people look for election news on YouTube, authoritative sources are prominent in their searches and recommendations. We spent years investing in a playbook to responsibly manage content on YouTube, including long lasting, rigorously enforced policies against hate speech, incitement to violence, election interference, and more. We quickly evolve and adapt when new challenges emerge, and will do so again as generative AI makes more sophisticated deepfakes possible and raises new questions. You know, it's just so funny listening to deepfakes because for the longest time, I thought there was a Keanu Reeves video deepfake that I was following. Actually wasn't. It was not an AI deepfake. It was a impersonator that looked so much like Keanu Reeves, and I thought it was him making all these ridiculous videos, but it wasn't. It was another person. So anyways, yeah, it definitely could get you for sure. Like nowadays, like sometimes, especially with celebrities, you just don't know if it's them really doing it or not. Not only do all of our existing policies apply to synthetically generated content, we'll also add new layers of transparency and protections. For example, in the coming months, we'll introduce labels that inform viewers when the realistic content they're seeing is synthetic. In other words, if it's generated by AI or other means. We're focused on our responsibility efforts in every aspect of our work, and we'll continue to make investments in the teams and technologies that protect the YouTube community. I can also see where that could be dangerous, for example, with people who create those prank platforms or prank channels where they're doing all these ridiculous things that are fake and they look like they're real. So that would be an interesting one. Hopefully that applies not just to AI, but it sounds like anything that's fake, right? Anything that's synthetic. Another thing on protecting children, I have a true crime channel. And on that true crime channel, I do cover some information on missing children. And anytime that I have child or baby anywhere in my title or in the tags or as keywords or in the description, anywhere on that video, the visibility on that video is reduced by like 90%. So, like, let's say normally I would get anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 views per short. On my anything that has to do with children goes down to like less than 100 views. So it's probably even less than 90%, or more than 90% rather. Like 95% of the visibility is shut off. So they're not allowing some content to be out, even though, so I think that's a detriment to kids, right? Because we're trying to find missing children. But I think that for them, it is more important to have safety with children. For example, if like there's a child that has been SA'd, it's more important to not have that type of content be seen by large numbers of people, just in case, than the benefit of it, of talking about it. I don't know. There must be some type of algorithm there, right? There are some things that you can request a review of a certain video. Like, for example, if something's not monetized, if your video is not monetized, you can request a review for that. And I've done that sometimes when I've handled some cases related to SA. And even though it's very newsy, so super newsy, I didn't even use the words. Some of those videos have been blocked from monetization or ineligible from monetization. Okay, so moving on, delivering on our mission. These are 4 big bets we're making in 2024, but our work doesn't end there. We're creating the best possible experiences on YouTube, whether you're learning something new, checking out a podcast, or watching your favorite gaming creators live stream. Most of the innovations we work on every day don't make headlines, but they deliver on our mission to help people connect through stories. Of course, none of this would be possible without our creators, viewers, advertisers, and partners. Thanks to this amazing community for everything you do to help people around the world come together on YouTube every day. I look forward to seeing what you all do next. So here it says, for creators with more than 100,000 hours of watch time a month. Where was that note? Where was that note coming from? Oh, in the last 3 years, the number of top creators that received the majority of their watch time on the big screen increased more than 400%. And that was for creators that with more than 100,000 hours of watch time a month. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what did we learn? Not unsurprising, AI leading the game, leading the trends on YouTube. Also, TV. Wow, that is something new. I know I've been reading little murmurings of this happening, but they finally actually published this information. So TV is a big trend for YouTube. So not only can you, if you're a creator, you can start thinking about these things, right? That some of this content is going to be shared or watched on TV. So good if that could be like I could think of, if you like documentaries, maybe you go and you haven't really been doing that type of style, maybe that's something you get into, right? Although it did say that people are watching shorts on YouTube on their TV as well. So it is interesting to think of what is possible. That one, the creators, and then the safety for the community. Those were the four trends that or priorities that the CEO Mohan said. So if there's anything else you can think of, or something else that you think has been bubbling up that's going to become a trend over the next year, let me know in the comments. And yeah, so that's really cool. I'll keep you up to date as I get more information on these things and see how we can apply that to our own channels, how we can grow more, grow faster, and of course, if you're monetized or not monetized, how we can continue to monetize our channels. All right, everyone, if you haven't yet subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you do. I cover strategies, tips, and news to help you grow your YouTube visibility and monetize your channel. And yes, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, everyone, have a blessed rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.